Hello, 7th graders, and welcome back. Remember that this is part 2 of lesson 14.4. So make sure that if you haven't watched part 1, that you go back and watch part 1. Again, this is for 7th grade. Make sure that you have already watched part 1, okay? So we left off after the on your own part, so we're moving on to the next example. So this is example number 3. Example 3 says a movie theater designs 2 bags to hold 36 cubic inches of popcorn. We have 2 different questions. A, find the area of each bag. Oh, sorry, find the height of each bag. My apologies there. Height of each bag. And then which bag should the theater choose to reduce the amount of paper? Okay. So ultimately, they don't want to waste paper, so the company wants to figure out which is going to have the least amount of paper. Okay. And we need to explain our thinking here. So if you remember in lesson 1, I told you about that a rectangular prism is going to have a volume of length times width times height. Okay, so when I set up all of these, I'm taking my length times my width times my height. Okay, so I'm going to set it up like that. I have my length for this first one, which is this 3. My width is 4, and we don't know what our height is. So I'd have 3 times 4 times height. Okay, that's going to equal my volume. And they give me the volume that both of these are going to hold. So they ultimately designed 2 different popcorn bags that are going to hold the same amount. They're just trying to decide which one is going to reduce the amount of paper they're using. So the amount that they're using is this 36 cubic inches. Or sorry, I can't read today, guys. 96. So I'm going to plug this in as 96, okay, because we're setting it equal to the volume. So we're just going to solve this like we have on any other kind of algebraic expression by using our inverse operations. First off, though, I want to multiply the 3 and the 4 together. 3 times 4 is 12, so I'd have 12h equals 96, okay? Then I would need to divide each side by my 12 to figure out what is h. So in this case, when I divide this out, I believe this is going to give me 8, okay? And then I need to make sure I have the right unit. So let me double check my math here. I'm just doing it mentally. But I'll double check with a calculator. Yep, it indeed does give us 8. And so my height in this case is 8 inches. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to look at the next one. Okay. So I got to figure out what is my height of this one. So again, I'm going to set it up for times 4 times h equals 96. Well, 4 times 4 is 16, so I'd have 16h equals 96. Sorry, it's a little hard to write on here with this pen, so that's why sometimes I already write ahead of time, and sometimes I just write along with you. I need to divide each side by that 16. I'm going to try and make it a little small so we can read this later. So then my height is going to be 96 divided by 16 looks to be a height of 6 inches. Okay. So they want us to determine the amount of paper needed. Find the surface area of each bag. Do not include the top base. So the biggest thing here is that we're actually going to go back and use that surface area formula because that's what's going to tell us how much paper is used to create these bags. Just like when we're watching that Brain Pop video about wrapping paper, that's just your surface area. Remember, the part that actually holds the popcorn is going to show me the volume. Okay. So in this one, I think I'm going to try and extend this page a little bit more. So just give me a second. It's not very far. I drew a little smiley face over there. I'll draw another one. You'll see it here in a second. There's my smiley face. So this just so it can actually extend the page. So we need to go back and use that surface area formula, which was 2 times the length times the width plus 2 times the length times the height plus 2 times the width times the height. Now, it doesn't matter what order you wrote those in, as long as you have those all together and you're adding them up. The biggest thing though, it says they do not include the top base. So your base measurement is going to be length times width. So in this case, it's that first one. Okay, so technically when we make those boxes, it's not a full 3D figure because I don't have that top base. So I'm going to actually edit this equation here, and we're going to get rid of this too. So really all we're going to do is length times width plus 2 times length times height plus 2 times width times height. And that's going to give me the measurements that I need. So let's go ahead for bag A, okay? I'm going to plug this in here. It'll just freeze for you, but I'm going to pause and put this in. So just bear with me. All right, so I just plugged in my lengths and the widths and the heights for these because I'm looking at bag A. The length is your 3, width is 4, and we discovered that the height is 8. So I just plugged those in. Remember, don't plug this just into a calculator and solve. Please finish out your multiplication first. So 3 times 4 is 12. When I do 2 times 3 times 8, looks to be that I get 48. 2 times 4 times 8 then is 64. So I'm going to add those all together. So I'd add 12 plus 48 plus 64, and I get 124. Now remember that this is inches and it's a surface area, so it's going to be inches squared. Okay, so that's how much paper that bag A is using. Let's go ahead for bag B then. Okay. I'm using this formula again up here, so I'm going to take the length times the width. I'm only doing one of them again because that top part of my box or my prism is not here anymore. Okay, I don't have a lid to it to open or close. It's just open all the time. So I'm going to plug those in. All right, all I did was just plug in my values for my length, my width, and then my height. Your length and width are both 4, and your height is 6. So once I do that, I have 4 times 4, which is 16. I take that, I know it kind of looks like a 9 here, but this is a 4, so 2 times 4 times 6. And I also have another 2 times 4 times 6. 2 times 4 times 6 is 48, so then I'm going to add 48 to it because I have another one, and I'm going to add that 16 in, okay? So it looks to be that with this shorter one, I get an answer of 112 inches squared. So if the company wants to, the movie theater company wants to reduce their amount of paper being used, they are going to want to pick your second option, so B. Okay, so this is the one you're going to want to pick because it has less paper being used. Okay, less surface area means less paper. Okay. Let's keep going then. All right, gotta move myself around. I do want you to do this on your own one, okay? So what if they also designed a bag C, or you designed bag C, that has a volume, the same volume, okay? So we're looking at that same volume. Do you think that should the theater choose an example 3, do you think they should still stay with bag B, or do you think they're gonna go with bag C now, okay? So the biggest thing is you want to find your surface area. So we're going to use that formula we created before, which was length times width plus 2 length times height plus 2 width times height. Okay. So, you also, sorry, forgot about that. You're also going to figure out your height with the surface area. Okay. So just like all those steps we did before, you're going to have to do both of them, okay? So start by figuring out what is going to be your height based on the volume, and then you can figure out what is the surface area and decide is bag C better than bag B, okay? So take the time to pause this video if you want to go back a little bit or look at your notes to see how we went through those. Go ahead. When you get back, I will have the answer for you written out here, okay? So go ahead, take the time to pause the video and practice this on your own. Alrighty, thanks for coming back. Don't think I forgot about your code word though. Your code word for this lesson, so for lesson 14.4 is tiger, okay? Again, your code word is tiger. All right, so with coming back, what is happening here is what I did first is I solved with my volume, okay? So I just set it up as your length times your width times your height. I don't know my height. I didn't show all my steps, but I figured out what 4 times 4.8 was, and then I took that number and did 96 divided by it, and I get an answer of a height of 5, so 5 inches. From there, then I use that measurement to plug it in this formula right here. Again, it's a little hard to see because of my multiplication and my decimal places, but again, I'm multiplying these. So I'm just taking my length times my width, okay, plus the 2 times the length times the height, using that new height measurement I got, plus the 2 times the width times the height. I multiplied everything out first and then I added it together and I get 107.2 inches squared. Again, it's a surface area, so it's going to be squared. So the ultimate question was, should the theater in example 3 choose your bag? Okay, your bag is this one, and I would say yes, because you have the smallest surface area. Okay, so explaining something about that, meaning you're going to even help save the company more paper, and they'll be more conscious of the environment this way. Okay, so yes, your bag would be the better option. All right. So again, here's your kind of last page with your homework and everything. Workbooks are for you to use as extra practice if you would like right now. They are not necessarily due. You do not necessarily have to do them. It is just there if you want to do them if you have your workbook, okay? So your homework assignment then is going to be 14.4. These assignments are getting all uploaded here on the 20th of April. So your assignment will not be due until the Sunday before the next week. So it is due on the 26th, okay? So it's always going to be due on Sunday evening. So make sure you're getting these lessons done the week that I assign them. I give you a few extra days on the weekend in case something happened and you didn't have time to get it done. But you should be getting them done Monday through Friday ultimately, okay? So look for this assignment here on Big Ideas. Again, it will not be uploaded until the 20th. So if you're watching this video ahead of time, you're going to have to wait till the 20th, okay? If you have any questions, please let me know, but I wanted to just let you know I miss you so much and I wish that we could be at school. I hope everyone is doing well, and please watch out for the next few videos, okay? Have a really good day. Bye.